Okay, so we're here at Storm Fitness. I'm Spencer, strength and mobility expert. We're here with Robert Thompson, the physique specialist here. Now, a lot of you physique guys who've been training the pecs, the front of the deltoid, a lot of the time what you tend to get is guys will start to find that they get this posture going on through here. So if we take a look at Robbie's scapula, just turn around here. So say for instance, if we're looking at Robbie's scapula, if he has overdeveloped the front of the deltoid and the pec, you can do this for a load of things, but particularly bench pressing, where anything where our scapula is fixed and we're pushing is going to isolate the pec and the deltoid, okay? So what's going to happen there is it's going to pull your scapula. Robbie's scapula is like this at the moment. What's going to happen is it's going to pull your scapula up and out like that. So we've got an anterior and lateral shift on the scapula, okay? Now what a lot of guys do when they're in that position is they think they need to go to more traditional rehab methods, okay? A lot of guys in rugby used to do a lot of this where they'll go into lateral rotation work. Now if we take a look at Robbie's shoulder, sorry Robbie, again, his glenohumeral joint's coming in through here. Okay, so Robbie's scapula, as we said before, is up and out like that. Robbie's humerus is sitting in that joint like this. So the scapula has come up and out onto there. So we're already in an impingement. There. Then what guys do is they go and start doing lateral rotation work, and it just makes the problem worse. So what we don't need to do is we don't need to train the rotator cuffs if somebody's got an anterior and lateral shift on their scapula. What we need to do is train these muscles down through here, the lower traps, and start trying to pull that scapula back down. So we're going to have a look at two methods you can do that today. So Robbie, just jump on. So first one is a W. Now what I'm looking for here, okay, so I want Robbie's elbows to stay high all the time. Now we are going to be getting a little bit of work through our rotator cuffs, but it's just in a static contraction, okay? So Robbie, just extend through. End of range is just there where we start to see the scapula start to pick up and we start to elevate the scapula through our upper traps. Once we've gone to that stage, that's our end of range. Okay, we're not going to extend through to bring our shoulders up to our ears. And end of range on the other side is just when we're going to squeeze our elbows into our ribs, really get that contraction in there. Okay. So if you're training with a partner, just get your partner just to tap on the muscle just here, just increase that muscle memory and make sure that's working. Okay. Two more, Robbie. That'll do. Actually, just drop those down. Okay, and the final one, just over here, just against the wall, is a wall angel. I'm going to show you what would be a level 2 wall angel. I'll show you the progression and the regression on that as well. Just move across, Robbie's here, and spike yourself there. Okay. Okay, so what we're going to do, Robbie's mid-back is pressed against the wall, elbows are pressed against the wall, hands are pressed against the wall. Okay? All Robbie's going to do is the same thing as you. Stand up. Again, end of range is just before he starts to elevate his scapula, okay? So we always want to keep the gap between the shoulder and the ear here. We want to be able to see that gap maintain the same all the way through. Elbows down into the ribs and squeeze, Robbie. Feeling that one in there?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so if people can't actually get into that range of movement through their chest or their front of the shoulder or even the fascia around their neck being tight, I'll show you the regressed version, which is this. Forehead against the wall, so there we go. Hands against the wall, and what we're going to do is the same thing, same movement again, looking for the gap between the ear and the shoulder, and then squeeze the shoulders, elbows into the ribs, good. Again, you can actually just see as Robbie's doing that here, you can actually just see these muscles just contracting there, because Robbie's been doing a little bit of work on this in his lower traps, so we wouldn't tell him, but they're not too bad. Okay, and the progression from the first one we've seen, if you're feeling good on that, Robbie, give it a go. Is to seated. So again, make sure your hips are right against the wall, your back's pressed against the wall, elbows, we're getting some tension on against the wall here, make sure there's some pressure, hands pushed in there, Robbie. Same thing, looking for that distance there, and you can see Robbie can find that one a little bit more challenging. So that's just a few things we can do, okay? So alright Robbie, thank you. So key thing guys, first thing that you need to establish is actually what is your scapula doing. If it is that it's anterior and laterally shifted, like we spoke about there, likely thing is that we've got some tightness in pec minor, your upper traps and your front deltoid, okay? What I will do is I'll show you some stretches for those in another video. Secondly, why are we actually getting that, sorry, just turn around, Robert, why are we actually getting that in the first place? Now, to to actually create the movement that we need to in a lot of things, whether it's boxing, rugby, or whatever it might be, is if the scapula is having to move up and move across, it's likely that it could be some level of rotation that's missing through the thoracic spine. Okay, so we'll do a video on that again, possibly next week. Thanks for joining us, and see you again.